Man, that is a really genius idea. I wonder why... Man, I never came up with that idea. I think I saw it already being employed somewhere else. Name editing. Yeah, if you don't have the licenses or whatever. Yeah, sure, in modern you can't pull one-on-one a car. But for example, there's firearms or something. Developers naming those firearms strange because they're crapping their pants that some firearms manufacturer might come after them. Yeah, that is here, for example, Mission Air 34. Obviously, yeah, that is Supra. That is... not sure. Also not sure. Two parts and motorcycles. From the same studio. Why is that game in English? Then isn't my cartridge Japanese? Ah yeah, okay, it is. Yeah, they also used English menus, right? Often. I mean, those guys, they can all read English as well. Also, there's a lot of Japanese people that can't read English. I don't know. It's no idea. I mean, for isolated cultures, it depends on the education system. But isolated cultures often disregard other languages if they are not needed in society. But perhaps it's only true for the Americans. Hey bro, your English is so bad! Man, I had 3 people on my channel, but I think that was us some hate Tonys or whatever. I know my English is not perfect and I don't always think every sentence through, yeah, before I syntax and whatever. As if you talk with people, yeah. I'm not reading a script, but I know also from my daily job, working with a lot of international people, that my English should be fine, yeah, because I receive enough feedback for that. But there was always some dudes, man. Not always, yeah. It was I think one or twice in years. So let's don't overvalue it. Man, your English is so bad, I barely understand you. But perhaps I was on that video boost, I can't remember. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, then, yeah. But I've also seen those comments under other videos. Somebody's perhaps speaking with Australian accent or whatever, British accent. And then some dude, I don't know, with some Asian appearing profile. Your English is so bad. And I was wondering, man, Jimmy, perhaps it's you who's the problem, yeah? I mean, I know that from French, if you're not really that proficient in a language, you struggle with understanding. Well, sometimes if I use too complex words, people don't understand me and say my English is bad. But same in German, man. Same in German. In my job, it already happened when I was a nurse, man. I spoke. I don't spoke over bloated. I hate people who speak over bloated. I basically speak to impress, which is in German language very easy. German language you can make German language super complicated. But I don't know, yeah, what is the proficiency of English in Japan? Is it good? Is it bad? I guess younger people might be 100%, yeah, right? Like here. I don't know any young dude that can't speak English anymore. So usually the 40 plus or something, 50 plus dudes that struggle. Yeah, that is true. Because people that got schooled in a certain clean English, if they don't have a thick accent or whatever, you might understand them way better than some native American or British who, yeah, they were not really schooled on I mean, it's of course also depends on the area or whatever, but I absolutely understand what you mean. I mean, basically everybody in Europe receives that what you call Oxford English. It's this clean British English, where you're not eating sentences or whatever, yeah? Or eating words. Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. You can often, because when you receive education, you're getting trained to speak it properly, professionally, by native people. Perhaps might not. I mean, the same here. My language. I have a high standard in my language, probably the highest. What you can ask for, be it literature or academic. But a lot of people, they don't understand you, or they talk in a very strange way, and which then makes it... I mean, for foreigners, German is a bit special. It's also good that Germany never became international language number 1. A German language has a very high ceiling of... You can speak like a complete Dumbo and nobody understands you. Or you can speak like some over-bloated, wanna-be important and nobody understands you. You just need to read original Immanuel Kant or something. Brutal. Academic English is perfect. That's also good that English is fine. Because the ceiling in English is not... I'm not talking about here Shakespeare English or whatever. That is lyric English, that doesn't matter. But in regular daily use, be it professional or colloquial or private, whatever, English doesn't have this crazy separation. And so what great is about English, that most high level or academic English is based on Latin, while the lower level is more based on Germanic. So it's also easy for us to understand if you are already schooled in a Latin Germanic language. Yeah? But again, English is a good language. It is really good. It's logical. There's no bullshit. German language has so much bullshit. You have here people with professors living here 10-20 years, operating on the highest level, and they still make errors in the syntax or in the right construction of certain words. But I absolutely understand that. What are you talking, mate? Yeah, true, man. That is. Or Americans, Trump or Biden. You see, the higher Tonys, they also talk rather clear. I mean, Americans are perhaps not that brutal, but it depends. Yeah, but British, there is some brutal British. That is true. Yeah, thick British man can really hard to understand. There is a Drift King. I don't understand nothing but car automatic, I understand. Jimmy, I didn't know that the Drift King had an entire game series. There was even PlayStation 1 titles. I will show them also. But we will not go crazy, yeah? Because I'm still emptying my bucket list. And then I pick games. I mean, Silent Hill 3 is now finished. Silent Hill 4, I don't know, man. I don't think so. I don't think it will happen. Silent Hill Origins, I don't know. I need to watch a review. Is it worth? I want to play 6 or 8 hours or 10 hours and then the game breaks apart. But I have here Final Fantasy 12, I never finished. Which has a nice PC release now. Yeah, that Ogre game, man, I don't know. Shit. I refunded it, man. I don't know if it was a good decision. I mean, the game is beautiful, yeah, but And there's also some mods to remove the jank. Yeah, Silent Hill are we now done. There's no good Silent Hill anymore. Except perhaps for that Origins. But I first need to check if that is worth to play. I don't want to run into another Silent Hill 4. And people, that game is so crazy and I play half an hour. Man, I changed my opinion. But crazy, yeah? With 20 I was shitting my pants. I was thinking it's the most creepy... I mean, the trailer in the beginning is massively the most creepy ever. But then when I saw Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, especially 1 and 3... Because 2 I always knew, yeah? 1 and 3, some people told me it is action-based. Yeah, you have more monsters and everything, sure. In the beginning it's not really that impressive, but then the game goes hard in. So very dark. Just the ending, man, with those cartoon characters, but that's typical Japanese, always says, ha ha ha, the god will be, miss me. On the other hand, they're also eating embryos there, man, there was some crazy shit going on. But the ending, that 7-second ending, man, I don't know what happened there. That was really, I guess Konami shut it down, release now. I'm happy that Blooper is remaking Silent Hill 1. It's not even a question, is which game is better. That's now how I treat it. Silent Hill 1, 2, play the originals first, and then let's play the remake, huh? Because everything else, man... I'm sick of playing those shitty titles, modern titles. There is a Drift King, man. Yeah. Interesting. I even played in Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. He's the fisherman. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. That movie has the most hilarious main protagonist ever. Dude looks like mid-30. Plays a 16-year-old. And everybody, he's in his high school. And his high school looks like everybody is, I don't know, late 20, 30. I love it, man. When you have those movies where some actors that are 30. There's, I think the same was for OC California. It was some sort of, teeny TV series. And they shaved the dude and gave him this, I don't know what you call this hair, surfer hair or whatever. But dude was already, when he played a role, he played a 16-year-old, but he was already, I don't know, 28 or 29. But yeah, that guy in Tokyo Drift, I think he was something 30, whatever, and he played a 16-year-old, yeah. Everybody there, all actors that played in the high school, they were already, I don't know, late 20s, 30s or whatever. But it looks so hilarious when they're talking about high school and shit like that. And then everybody looks super mature. PS2 has a ton of good horror games, what? I mean, I checked out Siren or Sirene. I don't know. Yeah, that is... No, what's the Siren? Yeah, you need to post me that, otherwise I forget it. I don't know. I mean, those crazy... Yeah, never heard of those. There are some games, but I don't know, either they are too much... anime or whatever. There's those two games. One is Siren, and the other series is... I forgot the name. I have one of those games ready. Okay, there's a save menu. I love the art, man. Okay. Oh, that's racing. Okay. But I don't know. What the heck? Wait, that is on the Super Nintendo? Ah, that is HD. Yeah, I'm using the BSNS HD Beta 10.6, which can put out Mode 7 content into HD, which makes those games look crazy good. Or just, what the heck is going on here? Wait. Something is wrong with the forced widescreen. But man, that looks good. Schwede, that is here. Boah. Nintendo 64. Holy moly. Something is wrong with the widescreen. But this here is HD, I can immediately tell. That game is like F-Zero, using this very unique Mode 7 of the SNES, which this emulator can upscale. Normally you can't upscale pixel art or whatever, or pre-rendered. But that Mode 7 is special, yeah, because video. But something is here with the widescreen mode. Shit, he's not updating it now. Oh, fuck it. Short. It's not real-time updating, okay. I see, wait. When I exit the menu. It's the only emulator that can put out. There is a BSNES newer emulator, because that emulator stopped releasing 4 years ago. It's the only emulator that can put out really high res looking F-Zero looks in this emulator, plus widescreen without stretching. I don't know how they managed that. Beautiful. I need to shoot perhaps this, yeah, we will see. But it's, what is if I do 4 to 3? Ah, yeah. Nothing really happened. Ah, wait, that here is the problem now. Amo 3D Send. No, what is it? NES and 3D? What? No, I never heard of this. What is it? Sounds interesting. Puts a game into 3D. Yeah, I heard about those, that some games can put those Mode 7 games into 3D. I mean, I've seen, for example, Minecraft in... No, not Minecraft. Which game was it? That GTA 2 put into 3D. GTA 2, 1. What is causing those black bars? Seems like it's... But it's not overstretched. The car looks normal. So I guess that is what we get. But why is it the opposite? Normally it should be... Something is overdone. I mean, if they overstretch... They're basically now overstretching. Yeah. That is what happened. The car looks normal. Perfect. So they're overstretching. Which means we can fix it. But I don't know how exactly how. But perspective... Oh man. Boy, it's so hot here. Fucking tropical weather. How's this? Okay, let's play it anyways now. The screenshot update. Oh shit, no. Oh, cool. Ah, damn it. Ah, but I saved. Yeah, there's not a reset. Audio completely goes crazy. Yeah, ultra wide, but I don't have any ultra wide active. But it must be fixable. If that game overstretches, I know even how they do that. Crazy, huh? And now but okay, it's not good to screw around with this stuff. Did I activate photo free or what? No. Okay, exactly, yeah, but the original art, don't stretch it. Perfect. Very good emulator, but I don't know, why is the new emulator not using that with the same name? It just doesn't have the HD name. But crazy, man, I was first thinking, man, what I'm seeing here is a PlayStation 1 game. Where's this emulator, yeah? Play F-Zero only with this emulator. Looks so beautiful. Looks so beautiful. Like the new F-Zero 99. Okay, perspective correction is now off. Let's see how it looks now. Why is there two screens? I don't get it. What is it? Why is there two? I said multiplayer. What is it? Ah, no, man. Now is shit going really bad. Ah, that is multiplayer. Ach so. Oh, whatever bullshit. Ah, that is the first. Right, to restart. They can screw up a lot. Yeah. Perhaps they had to introduce those black bars for whatever reason. Or whatever that is, but it's split screen. What's the regular setting? Auto wide, yeah. Mosaic ignore, right? That was a, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if they pull off some Mario Kart. Yeah, Mario Kart was also the split screen basically. Half the screen was a map. Not sure why they did that. So it should be. It's a trick. Two screens. Really? But why? I mean, the second screen is not doing anything. Didn't move. Nothing. So what is that? Some special camera? For me, it looked like some multiplayer mode, but that also doesn't make sense. Because we are in a main menu. Yeah. We are in scenario. Let's find out some other options, but I think. Ah, it's a camera mode, okay. Okay. Perhaps the widescreen mode is not a good idea. Yeah? This widescreen mode doesn't work with all games. F-Zero is very popular and is patched. Yes. Oh shit, man. Tony, do you know what you're talking to me? Yeah. Oh man, what I'm doing here? Was that tuning? The tuning? Car setup? Okay, there is a record. Oh. That is saving, okay. And the first is... he wants me first to practice. Yeah. Jimmy, stop driving, you piece of shit. I don't want to crash my $200,000 car. Yeah. Look at my index finger. First practice. Okay, Roger. Holy moly. Feels good. And looks good. Nice. Crazy, I didn't know that something is... Yeah, that split screen, yeah, fucking hell. Unless you want to play it photo free. So for some reason the game is overstretched. No, but I like the driving. But the HD mode definitely works. Looks beautiful. Some of the best racing I ever played on SNES. Feels really good. Yeah. Acceleration and everything. I didn't expect that from this name. I expected just some crazy drift arcade game. No, but the driving is... I've never played something on a SNES. That is here... very cool. But what is this? Why they are doing this screen? And Mario Kart also did that. Mario Kart also split the screen. Is there a performance reason for that? I always wondered why. But on the other hand, I loved playing Mario Kart, so I didn't give a damn. Basically, half your screen was covered by a map. Oh! Yeah, if you go too fast, get wrecked. What's that Supra doing here? No drifting, I like that. Despite being called Drift King, you don't have this overdone drifting. Two screens show the power of the console. Perhaps that's what they back in the days were thinking, huh? Yes, exactly. You are rather need more performance for two different perspectives. Yeah, let me save the game and then go to 4 to 3. So we're losing too much screen there. Oh shit. They even have transmission going on. Oh, damn it. Crazy. I think the driving is even better than in GT Advance. guess imagine, yeah, back in the days they were probably thinking everybody's playing while half are watching the old school times. Where your brother or whoever your friend is watching, and he's watching the upper screen, you're watching the lower screen. But yeah, interesting. Mario Kart also. Half screen wasted for a map that was, from a modern standpoint, absolutely nuts. Considering that also most TVs were small. Nobody run. As a kid I had a small kiddie TV. I was happy with it. Never questioned it. Nice, RX-7. And you know how big the game is? This beautiful game here. 3 times. Who can guess how big this game is? File size, yeah. Oh shit. Oh, Tony, don't screw it up. Is it fine, lap? No. I'm screwed up, man. Because accelerator is on B, which is quite untypical. And brake is on R. That's good as, again, anyway, it's good. What? I almost lost the controller, eh? One megabyte, yeah? Below 1 megabyte. Look what people back in the days could create with 1 megabyte. Unbelievable. The sound is even good. Listen to the sound. Because that was basically instructions. That was instructions for the sound. Now I understand. I think yesterday I looked it up. They use basically instructions, yeah, for those sound chips. What to play. And the sound chip, the better the sound chip is, the more it can play. Why nowadays you rather deliver a sound file which contains all data. Well, back in the days it was, I don't know, play jingle 1, jingle... you had a sound chip that could, I don't know what, play 1,000 different sounds in rather delivered an instruction, which makes the sound so unique. And it also, of course, saves a lot of room on those cartridges. Yeah. Why the sound is high quality. Yeah. This game here is producing some nice chiptune. She could never fit in a megabyte, yeah? With its instructions. Megabyte. 1 megabyte. I think if I open a notepad, it's only bigger than 1 megabyte. Nowadays you have shit games, man, 200 gigabytes. Rome Total War Remaster. 150 gigabytes. Looks worse than the 2 gigabyte original. Ah, no. Okay, cool. Let's check out the second title. Ah, damn it. Yeah, but the widescreen mode is not that great. I mean, what we could do is basically we could apply a manual zoom. Because we don't need to see the outer area. This here. You see there's some garble. I don't know why the game is doing it. it should be cut off here. And I think then it works, yeah? Unfortunately, I can't apply now manual zoom. Is there a third-party tool that can do that? I mean, it's the first time I ever need that, yeah, but it is easy, yeah? I don't want to see that area here. I mean, the game is even made... Yeah, the game is correctly widescreening. Yeah. If we remove the black bars, zoom in, then it should stop here somewhere. Somehow, I don't know. Went out of bounds. For some reason. Anyways, you can fix that and play it with that thing here. And it looks beautiful, look at this. Mode 7 stuff. Actually, it is super high quality. Yeah, it's definitely possible. Or there's some setting, whatever, I don't know. But the game is fine. You could even manually now zoom in, which I can't. I think there's a Windows tool that allows you to zoom in. Right, I have it. Gets boring fast. And the driving, I don't know, man, the driving physics are really brutal. I don't like them. D1 drift, isn't it? This. Ah, here. That's this anime. Is it good? How is it driving? Most of those drift games have simply... I don't like the driving physics. Drift, okay, yeah, but drifting is not simply pressing the accelerator and then you drift. There was a problem with this other Tokyo highway or whatever it's called. That really is over. If you go into a corner, you start to drift like crazy immediately. Oh, super annoying. And very itchy controls. Is that safe? The controls are better? Yeah, sure, man. Send it me, please, on Discord. I appreciate it. Man, the old times. Shit. Golden times of life. Having some car drifting around nowadays. Man, even as a doctor, you're asking yourself, should I afford myself a car? Back in the days, man, 18 years old, Tony, getting some used car for... My first car was $2,000. Now, in my BMW, man, Italian original, rebuilt to higher motorized standards was a couple of thousands, man. And nowadays that car would be 30,000, I guess. That new Tokyo drifter game or whatever, it's so stupid. Always when you brake, you hear the disc brakes screeching. Yeah, of course it happens. Yeah, disc brake screeching is a problem. But especially if you have new pads or whatever, it's usually an annoyance. It doesn't indicate that something is wrong with the brakes. Usually just requires minor adjustment. But in this fucking game, all brakes, always when you brake, it screeches. So they had some clueless people that probably never drove a car. Ah, okay, you can change this. In a new release. Okay. Man, look at those times. That were the times, man. Shit, man. Late 90s, early 2000s. Up to 2010-15, man. That was the peak of civilization. We were so happy. Yeah, there was shit going on the planet, sure. But we were better. Fucking internet screwed us up. Too much internet. You can't reverse it anymore. It's over. There's no reason to talk about it. Yeah, okay, I didn't think about that. That if you upgrade, they stop screeching, okay? So they basically indicate some sort of... I mean, screeching is not indicating bad brakes. Screeching is just annoying. You can have good disc brakes with good pads. It's usually the angle or whatever. There's simply a strange angle or whatever applied. Disc brake screeching does say nothing. I mean, sure, if you run on the metal, then yeah. But that's normally simply a minor adjustment, so it stops screeching. Yeah, okay, I didn't think about that. But it was super annoying when I played the demo. Or did I refund? I don't know. But the driving, I didn't like the driving in those Tokyo races. The menu is a bit cheaper. I must say the PlayStation 1 menu art looks worse than SNES. Yeah, I tried, okay, real life pictures, yeah. It's a bit different, yeah. I don't know what those dudes are talking about. Jimmy, I speak racing. Do you speak racing? Let's go. Okay, nice.
3, 2, 1, go!
What? Why is that guy? Okay, that's a bit different. Yeah, not my game. Man, the SNES more mine. check the other one out. Yeah, that is now we are an arcade racer. Yeah, that is arcade racer territory. So there's only a drift mode, I don't know, but it's good. There was Gaiden, right? But those SNES games, impressive. That nobody's mentioning them, and it's really good racing games. It might be the first proper racing. I mean, there was some early Formula 1 simulators on PC or whatever, or Commodore, not PC. Commodore or whatever, yeah. But those games are not mentioned. I don't like that they went for this, but again, exactly, yeah. I remember now why they did that split screen. In order to lower the draw distance. Yeah? If you have a full screen, then people expect that screen is filled with something. Yeah? Exactly. Yeah, that is, and then the explanation completely made sense why they did it for Mario Kart or other games. It was not to impress or whatever. If you only have the half of the screen, you can render a smaller scene with a lower draw distance. It's not that obvious on a half screen if your draw distance is not that big. While the upper screen shows the same scene from another perspective, like here in this drift game or in Mario Kart, it shows a map or whatever, which doesn't take much resources. So otherwise you would have a game, you want to do it full screen, they worried that they will hit limits. You want to see something. You don't want to have an empty screen, right? Nobody wants to have an empty screen. Sure, you can. You would basically have an empty screen because they couldn't render more. So they cut the screen in half and then worked with tricks like that, either displaying the same a map or displaying the same scene from a different perspective, which is not a problem because that scene is getting already rendered. So yeah, you can see yourself with a camera. While below you drive. While with a small outtake, you don't need to render that much. Alright, and you add games like F-Zero, man. Pulling it off Mode 7 full screen. With opponents on the screen. I mean, there was always dudes on you ready to explode. But that was the reason. So I always wondered, as a kid, I absolutely didn't care. Mario Kart was Mario Kart, everybody liked it. But then later I wondered, why did they do this split screen? Yeah, that's the reason. Man, that Japanese. Shit. Man. Nice soundtrack. Super. Hey, wait, there's everything in English. Oh, and it's an AR-44. NSX Subaru Lancer. RX-7. Super. So you give me the Super. Okay, now we're talking. Driving feels good. A bit heavy. And the Japanese always opposite. Why I'm limited to 180? That doesn't make sense. Do I need a manual shift? No. Okay, it's gone. Well, I'm limited to 180. Oh, okay. Yeah. Drift. Phew, man, the car models. Just locked from factory in Japan. Ah, really? Ah, yeah, cool. In Germany it's 250. Japanese locks 180. Ah, yeah, cool. Didn't know that. Yeah, sense of speed is very bad. I mean, 180 is not a joke, but that feels like 50. That is not 180. That feels like 80. Not 180, but 80. Sense of speed is very bad. And the car model is also super ugly. Even the SNES version looks better. Yeah, if you compare that to Gran Turismo 1, yeah, or 2. But Gran Turismo released 98, this game released 97. But that is not 180. That is joke speed. That is not 180. I mean, look at the stripes on the road. That is not 180, yeah? I know what it is. 180. That is driving, I don't know, 100. Nah, not even. So it's also locked. Gee, we need some chip tuning. That 180 limitation is bad. Same in Germany, but Germany is lock 250. But if you unlock it and they find out, I think that can... If you end up in a crash or something, no matter what speed, no matter if you crashed at 100, if they find out that you chip tuned or unlocked it, yeah, might be problematic. Nah, man, the PlayStation versions, I must say, not really. Also, the art style and everything is rather like B-type games. But the SNES games, man, with Kaichi, Jimmy, Tony, those games are really cool. But I didn't know that. Yeah, 180 yet for Japanese cars. Okay. C1 Grand Prix. What's that? nice cover. Looks high quality. Looks really good. What the heck? PS2? Wait, wait. I think I have it in my drawer. Yeah, but I think I have it in my drawer. Here it is. It was in a box with my Nintendo Game Boy games. Holy moly. I never heard of that game. Yeah, 60, 80. Could even say that, and the speeds on the Autobahn are ridiculous. Yeah, if you can't pull it off, I mean, it's dangerous. I think one day they will abandon it. Because you always have retards, man, that pull on the left. If you drive, I mean, with modern cars, with newer cars, those cars with stability or whatever and brakes can really break down really good. But driving at something 250 plus is doesn't feel good. Yeah, perhaps on an empty Autobahn. But there's, if the middle lane is occupied, it's very dangerous. So you never can tell when the Karen in front of you will pull out. She might not even see you. If you're rolling down 250, they might not see you and then pull on the left. 500 meters ahead of a truck who is also overtaking something. I don't know. There's really not often. It is an arcade racer, not? Doesn't really have good driving. Metropolitan Street Racer. Metropolitan Street Racer, I think I tried it out once. Was that more arcade? This here looks good. Never heard of that. Racing Grand Prix. The cover looks really beautiful. If you drive 250 on a regular Autobahn and you're asking for it, I don't know. I can't. But I'm a defensive driver. I always expect in any car in front of me, I expect a retard. I'm what you call a pessimistic driver who expects the worst, or also called defensive driver. And there's optimistic drivers who expects that everyone will behave properly, and that not some Jenny will pull on the left lane while you're rolling down there with 250, and she pulls on the left man with 90 to overtake that truck in front of her with four difference. There's something with if you drive fast, man, most people simply don't see you. Ah, okay. What was it called? MS Metropolitan Street Racer. Metropolis Street Racer. Street Racer. Dreamcast. I think I own that. Yeah, wait. Let me get that out of my box here. The Dreamcast, you mean? I have it by accident here. Need just to put it into my ROM converter. Crazy. Shit, that's my new life, man. Screw those new games, man. I will check out only classic games. It's everything what I suck. I want to play those SNES games, man. They look really interesting. With here Kaichi talking to you and pointing fingers at you. I like that. And those games are really solid for SNES games. Sure, why they're not translated. I mean, requires of course work. But there's something also, not for those games, but for modern games, somebody would, but they always want it for free. Okay, probably wouldn't do it for free for some developer. Can translate from your phone. I must say, I don't know Japanese or English, how good they are nowadays, but I find, I don't know, this is what they're sometimes using for tools, but in order to screw up so massively, when I sometimes read German translations, which are obviously AI or yeah, computer generated, they're so crappy, while Google Translate and et al. They usually do a good job. Or use GPT. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it works out, why not? Yeah? I wouldn't care for bad translation. Just want to know what Kaichi is telling me. You have the wrong tires on. Put your mom told you stop killing those tires. Man, when we went to drifting, me and my best friend in the military, when we were young, complete crazy recruits, man. I told that story, man. I once failed a drift. We drifted in the barracks on the weekends where most people are gone. I failed a drift at the mechanized infantry, Panzergrenadier. Massively failed that drift. And I understeered and shot right almost into the building. But luckily I could stop the car on the green. But I completely decapitated the green with my tire. Like a single stripe. And I blew my tire, my right front tire. Also I hit the limiter, the road limiter so hard. And then we say, oh fuck, we need to repair. We simply used it. We picked up that stripe of green grass and simply put it back. But they realized on Monday, and they even issued an investigation to find who the heck screwed up their grass. And I was sweating, man. I was sweating because I was a young man, nobody, man, nothing. I was sweating hard, man. I was thinking, shit, man, it's gone with my career as an officer, man. I can now polish dishes or whatever. There was who somebody drove into the grass or whatever, destroyed the grass in the front of the mechanized infantry. Too funny, man. What times? Shit, what is my dream car simulator called? Can't find it, man. Wait, nah. Was it Redream? Nah. Dreamcast? Nah. Fucking, what was the name of this? Can't locate it in my folders since 5 minutes. The Cast? Redream, yeah. Exactly, something was No. What is that? Flycast? No. Flycast! Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, Redream, exactly, yeah. That I used it, but I think they introduced a lot of pay features. Yeah, if you want to upscale, you need to pay money. That's where, and then I said, okay, then screw yourself. And the other game you proposed me, that was, what was it? That was a PlayStation 2 game, right? Wait, I'll tell you. Oh, jeez. Fucking piece of shit. Ja, C1 exactly. Oh, Junge. Fucking piece of shit. Fucking Passwort, ey, you piece of shit. Yeah, give me that one here. Thank you. Retards. Yeah, and we were drifting in the barracks. It was especially on rainy days in order to save the tires, in order to limit tire burn. And yeah, also of course here I had my friend. It's both the limited slip device. We both the used limited slip device. This limited slip device in European cars is not really that common because it can lead to issues in the winter. Like oversteering and losing control, so limited slips are not really that popular in European cars. But yeah, if you want to drift, yeah, limited slip is very important. 25% is regular. And we both those things, but I once burnt my I burned my clutch disc. I drifted so hard in a basically free not tournament, what you call it, festival. I did some good drifts, but I burned completely my clutch disc. I parked the car, then I don't know, we slept to get the boost out. Then I tried to drive, I couldn't. I was putting in a gear and the car was simply revving into the emptiness and really only slightly moving forward. And then I realized the clutch disc is completely burnt. And then my friend escorted me, and I drove while running 6,000, 7,000 RPM on my BMW while driving 30-40 clicks. Yeah. Because that was the only thing that the clutch disc could translate. It was burned so hardcore. It's really civilian shit, man. You can't do this, man. Drifting was my most expensive hobby in history. I tell you that. And what you see in those movies, man, some 18-year-old boy starts drifting, suddenly crashes, man. That Sylvia, which is probably worth $200,000. Yeah. Drifting was one of my most and back in the days. Nowadays it would be unaffordable. But how many tires are blue? And already used tires, yeah. But blowing up your clutch or something, not blowing up, but reducing your clutch disc is not really a joke. But back in the days it was fine, man. I could afford it. But yeah, drifting, man, it was crazy. But with serial cars is really expensive. Yeah, something. I don't know how the Japanese handled it, but something like 18-year-old Jimmy goes drifting hardcore, what you see in those movies, that is almost impossible. And he runs some hardcore kitted car, is impossible, man, because it costs too much money. Yeah, nowadays nobody has a car anymore. Car is now a luxury, at least here in my country. You can, some people need a car, but they pay us heavy for it, taxes and everything, insurance. People's buying used cars like crazy. But in general, they can't afford it anymore. Especially new cars. The used car market is crazy. Everybody wants those little cars who don't need much fuel. Because those newer cars, no matter how small they are, they're super expensive. Yeah, I also don't own a car anymore. I sold it. Because I don't need it, but I don't even want to afford it, man. That would be nuts. Even with a good income, fucking car will eat the hair off your head. Also, I don't have the luxury. I had some. Did I have an insurance case? Yeah, I think I had once an insurance case. Yeah, I had once an insurance case where I lost control over my BMW on icy highways. Blitz eyes. Crashed into some other dude who was a fucking retard. But anyways, I crashed into him and case closed. And so I can't even insurances. And I think if you don't drive for many years, you lose your insurance bonus. So it is eating, yeah. It's crazy eating. Money. I mean, you already need to pay 50% of your income if you're earning good. And then that fucking car is eating. And that rent, of course, man, the rent mafia. And then that car is almost nothing left. That's why nobody wants to drive a car anymore. It's because it's so expensive. Taxes, insurance. Everybody wants to make money out of you. Skateboard is enough for you. Yeah, I tried skateboard, but never really worked out for me. Was never a good skateboarder. I wanted to. What was a dream? Yeah. No. Redream. Flycast. Yeah, okay. What? Yeah, no, man, I was really a bad skateboarder. I was in the cars, but I'm not in the cars anymore. It's for me more nostalgia. Nobody is into cars anymore. There's no tuning scene. The tuning scene died. Man, I remember back in the days, people driving used Micras. Micra. What is the horsepower of a Micra, man? 40? But they made sure to install the loudest air filter. So yeah. I remember, man, with the bros, man. I know how everybody was so, because the military pays really good for a young dude. And I rolled then up with my BMW, yeah. With really good horsepower and really good specs. While those dudes were all rolling Micras. Suzuki Micra or whatever, man. And then me and my bro rolled up in the BMWs, and we once had to complete training was it studying now? Which was an area with low income, and we with our BMWs and then we hit typical meeting point in Germany for tuners back in the days was the Lidl Parkplatz. Lidl Parkplatz, those big German supermarkets, and there were all tuners hanging out. Hey man, hey, how are you? Cool man. Hey, who are those dudes? What do you mean? Who are those fuckers here in those BMWs? I was driving a BMW E34, and my friend had a 5.5 class, a bigger one. But before that he drove a Japanese car, but a Europeanized Japanese car, which was not that good. It was also front drive. In Japan it's rear drive, in Europe it was I think front drive. That tells you. Because everybody, rear drive is of course more complicated and also can be more dangerous. Usually if you want to have a safe car, you go front drive or all wheel, whatever. But all wheel burns of course more fuel. He was thinking to rebuild it, but that would have cost, I don't know what, 10,000. And the car itself is worth 10,000. Nowadays would be probably 50,000. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, young people can't afford that shit anymore. Don't see any 18-year-olds driving around with a car. Why? For me, it was standard. It was standard to drive a car with 18, make your license go. Okay, Metropole Street Racer first. Be right back.